Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. We are back. It has been a while. I am glad that you are here with me today, tonight, tomorrow, whenever you are watching this. Welcome. I will go ahead and just start out by saying that I did test positive for COVID this morning, and so I am running pretty low on energy, and so sorry if I'm not as lively or as engaged or make dumb mistakes. That's what I'm blaming it on today. But it's a lot better than the first time I had it. The first time, I've got a pretty big echo going. Thank you. I think I fixed it. Did I fix it? Did I fix it? Alrighty, cool. Okay, thank you for that. So yeah, so I switched cameras, and that's what happened. Is the camera is pulling in the audio again. Alrighty, but yeah, so I feel a lot better than I did last time around. You want this t-shirt? Dude, this t-shirt is epic. I got this at Kohl's. I was at Kohl's. I was like, I need this shirt. This is epic. The tie-dye Star Wars. I love it. It's amazing. So, whew. But yeah, okay, so I've been gone a while. I went to Gen Con. So Gen Con was about 2 weeks ago. I went there. I got to play Mutant Genesis. I have a video talking about that. If you have not seen that, go check that out. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. I got to meet Caleb, who is one of the designers of the game. He was super cool, super exciting to talk with him. Last time on Galaxies Most Wanted is the same time as Galaxies Most Wanted. You had to bully Jason Moore again. Great. Oh, thanks. I miss doing this. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be doing this some more. So yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, so Gen Con was incredible. Got a lot of fun connections, a lot of fun games. One of my most exciting games is this new Soulforge Fusion. Like if you have not seen anything about this, go check this game out. It's a competitive head-to-head card game that is kind of a mix between Keyforge and Smash Up. So awesome game. Really have been enjoying that one. I hope to start streaming that at some point. But yeah, and then last week I was out on a family vacation. I went out to Utah to go see the Arches National Park and Canyonlands. And so that was just absolutely gorgeous. Did some exciting hiking, but I did bring home COVID from that. So very sad. But other than that, I mean, it was a fantastic trip. And now I'm officially doing content creation full time. And so this is my first stream where this is my full-time thing now. So that's kind of exciting. So hopefully we can start it out strong against Collector 2. This is why you don't go outside. And I mean, that's fair. I think that is a very valid argument against going outside. Highly do not recommend it. But yeah, okay, so we banged our head a couple of times last stream against this nasty collector over here. So this is Escape the Museum, the third scenario in the Galaxies Most Wanted campaign. You do go outside. Nice. Oh man. And so we tried a lot of justice builds. And so what we're actually going to try tonight, and we are playing standard game expert campaign. And so there's a couple of oddities. I'll go ahead and I've left it over here. But so Escape the Museum. We have There Is No Escape. We have cards in our collection over here. So that's Connection to the World Mind and Ironheart. Badoon Headhunters in there. We set each player's hit points value to the remaining hit points, which is 5. However, we are going to spend one of our credits to up that to 10. And then we discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard an attachment and reveal that card. Okay, so we will have to go grab an attachment. But Guy Ryan, I'm not sure how they pronounce their name. I'm going to say Guy Ryan, and I apologize if that's not the correct pronunciation. On YouTube was talking to me that he suggests running protection, running like the force field generators, the energy barriers, and all of that exciting stuff to to really mitigate the damage that collector is being dealt. Because we have aerial off the bat, we have access to ever vigilant, which allows us to ready, and it's going to be a longer game, but that way we can mitigate a lot of the damage. I'm going to kind of go for a stun lock type situation, and my main concern is side schemes. There's a lot of ways to take threat off the main in protection, but side schemes is going to be the issue, I think. So we'll see how it goes, but let's go ahead and build that deck. So yeah, so these are the gray cards that were in the previous deck. We got buy any mains and calculate the odds. We're going to keep those in there, if nothing else, for the wild resources. I've been thinking about Go for Champions. So I think Go for Champions is a really good card. I think it's pretty expensive for a solo play. I'm not quite sure how I like it in solo, and I don't think I like it in solo protection. So I'm gonna go ahead and not use not use that. We're definitely gonna use Moon Girl. Got crew quarters, endurance, champions mobile bunker, Nick Fury. We're gonna run the Nick Fury. Champions mobile bunker we'll keep in there. We got crew quarters and endurance. We will. Let's keep. Let's think. Let's hold on to those and let's see what we have when we go through it. Okay, so Guy was saying that the main allies here were are the ones that pulled all the weight were Starhawk and Vivian, and so we'll go ahead and run those per his suggestion. So we got Starhawk and then Vivian, which can be really solid. So Vivian has a effect that says after she enters play, choose an attachment, non-elite minion, or non-permanent side scheme until the end of the round. Treat that card's printed text as if it were blank. And so that's going to be hopefully really solid for us. But okay, so and then he said energy barriers and force field projection. Or force field, whatever the 3 is. Force field generator. That's it. Okay. So we've got Green Nova is going to be neat. I think so. I think Green Nova is going to be neat, especially because along with these cards that we're going to be using, and I don't know if I'm going to run all of these yet, but repurpose is going to be a huge addition to this deck. And so if we can repurpose on a Unleash the Nova Force turn, we can do some serious damage. And so repurpose says that we discard a tech upgrade you control, we get to ready our hero and choose attack, fort, or defense, and then until the end of the round we get plus X to that stat, where X is the cost of the discarded tech attachment. So we're gonna try this and see how it interacts with Nova's kit. I think it's gonna be kind of interesting. Grab the other repurpose. Okay, so let's see what that puts us at. That puts us at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. These don't count. So 14, those don't count towards our deck size. So 14, Ever Vigilant, which is if we have the aerial trait, we can remove 2 threat from the main scheme and ready our hero. And so we have, we're going to have aerial due to the helmet. So where is Ever Vigilant? Yep. So I think we just automatically run 3x of these. Because the whole deal is getting stuff off of the main scheme. And so this is going to be pretty solid to do that. So that puts us at 17 cards. And again, not sold on all of those yet. But let's think about threat mitigation, and that's what we're really going to be needing to look at. So we could go Iron Fist for like the stun. I think I like that. Let's pull Iron Fist out. Let's pull Clea out. Just to have her there. Let's grab Pinpoint. So when a player card would be placed into a discard pile from play, exhaust Pinpoint and shuffle that cards into the owner's deck instead. So that way we can go grab kind of what we need for the situation. So that's probably going to be the light speed flights to help with that threat, but we'll see. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we got 5 more spots. Let's look at some more allies. I really like Brother Voodoo here. So he's going to allow us to go find a card. So it says after he enters play, search the top 5 cards of our deck. And for an event card and shuffle it into your hand, or add it to your hand and then shuffle your deck. So that's going to allow us to go find whatever it is we need. Daredevil has 2 thwarts. We need money cards. We need money cards. So let's gonna go ahead and grab the Power of Protection, and then if we run, let's try running 3 doubles, and let's take a look at what our deck looks like at this point. So let's see. Okay. So we've got a lot of pretty expensive cards. Got a lot of threat or damage mitigation, and now we just have to figure out how to deal with side schemes mainly. What do you use this green stickers for? So the green stickers are anything with the sticker says that it goes back into the binder, and then over here to my right, which you can't really see, it's off camera, is everything that is alphabetical order. And so like here, the repurpose, I only put 1 of the repurposes back into the binder, and that's the one with the green sticker. Green just means protection. For like gray cards, it's like a brown sticker, and I just have the others for that. That's super organized. Yeah. It helps me find cards really quickly, which is nice. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6. Did I do that wrong? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 5. There you go. Okay, so we do have 1 extra card. I think I don't need 3 force field generators. Let's try and cut that down to 2. Take out the one with the green sticker. We may not need Champions Mobile Bunkers. 2, 4, 6. Okay, I'm going insane. What hero? We are playing Sam Alexander. We're playing Nova tonight. So Nova. We'll see how he fares against the collector again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 5. Ugh. I think I like Champions Mobile Bunker. Maybe. I'm wondering if instead we grab like Black Widow or something, or someone. Let's look at our basic allies real quick. Let's see if there's anything here. And if this doesn't work, I'm probably not going to be able to go as long as I normally do on these streams. But if this doesn't work, our next trial, I think I may run a Shield Justice build. I think that's probably going to be pretty solid. We could go with Machine Man. Or Snow Guard. Kind of like Machine Man. Let's go Machine Man. Machine Man's gonna, instead of the Champions Mobile Bunker. So that may help us take care of some of that side schemes. Some of those side schemes. Alrighty. There we go. Whew. No pressure. No pressure. And then we got calculate the odds, and by any means, we're hanging on to our remaining credits. Let me check real quick what the, I think or whatever the zero cost wild resource. Actually, no, I need Night Nurse. I need Night Nurse in this deck. There's so much stun and confuse in this scenario. Okay, so I really want Night Nurse in here. Preservation. After you spend this card, heal 1 damage from your hero. Maybe, maybe not. Let's cut. Could cut an energy barrier. Let's cut an energy barrier. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see how this works. -1 energy barrier, +1 Night Nurse. Any other suggestions or anything? Anything that I absolutely completely missed? We're not going to run crew quarters or endurance, because we have a lot of ways. We have a lot of chump blockers and a lot of damage mitigation, so I think we'll probably be good without those. Alrighty. So the collector, we need to go through. I'll shuffle his deck real quick, but we need to go through and discard cards until we get an attachment, which is gonna stink. But we do have Vivian. Hopefully we can grab her. Whoa, what is happening with my video? My video all messed up for y'all? That was weird. I wonder if how my internet's doing. It's been spotty today, so I'm wondering if that's been it. You have food. I'm glad to hear that. I want food. Food sounds great. What I missed? My video got all messy. That's what you missed. So nothing super exciting. But hopefully that Carrot guy with the midnight snack, I approve. Absolutely. Yeah, coming back from vacation, we're eating all the. We haven't been to the store yet, so we're eating all this stuff. We actually had some people come over. You really want the deck list somewhere so you can reference it during play and deck building discussions. I think that's not a small logistical task at the moment. Yeah, it's hard to build it on the fly. So usually what I do is I post it after I finish up the scenario and post it on YouTube. But because it is a live deck build, I don't usually have the resources to build it at the same time. I think that may be possible. I'll have to think about how to do that. That may be possible though. But yeah, it is hard to like remember and just continue on, or to catch everything. So, obedience potion. Attach your identity. Attached character gets -1 thwart, attack, and defense, and then take 1 damage and spend 2 mental resources to discard this card. That's my attachment. Collector says that he gets plus X scheme and plus X attack, where X is equal to the current main scheme stage number. So right now that's 1. When he would be defeated, remove 3 threat from the main scheme and flip this card instead. And then at the end of the round, he flips up. Thank you, Trap It. Welcome. And then the missing Milano. So we're trying to find the Milano. So when the last threat is moved from this scheme, we advance to 2A, and then we do win when we kind of progress all the way through. You see why Vivian is good here. You get a bad attachment, and she's like, nah, exactly, yeah. Yep. So that's the hope. So we start out with 6. We can mulligan. And then the Library Labyrinth, I'm sorry, is deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. Remove 5 threat from the main scheme. Both versions are Vivian. Yeah, Vivian's really good. I'm really excited for her hero kit to come out, because she's gonna be OP. Alright, we got a power protection with an energy barrier. I love seeing that. We got a pot shot, got a moon girl, we got to unleash the Nova Force, and a force field projection. Okay, so we don't need unleash the Nova Force here. That's not gonna work. Don't really want a pot shot right now. Damage is not what we are looking for. We'll hold on to a moon girl, and we don't need a force field projection, so we'll mulligan these 3 cards. Ideally into, just gonna move that over a little bit. Ideally into another wild. Got an force field generator, a repurpose, and a force field projection. Alrighty, so not great. We don't even have the wilds to take care of this, or the mentals to take care of that. You can't subscribe on YouTube. You have 777 subscribers right now. It's the perfect number. It's the perfect number. That's fair. So someone go unsubscribe. So Kissing can subscribe. That's funny. That's great. Okay, so I guess we'll start us off with the power of protection. Going to go find, using Sam's alter ego ability to go find the supernova helmet and putting it directly into play. Whew. I got my tea too, so hopefully that helps a little bit. But like, I got a notification on my phone saying like, hey, you've been exposed to COVID. I was like, that's kind of creepy. And then like, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll test, and sure enough, here we are. So, alrighty, so this gets a ready token. We will go ahead and flip up to Nova. Let's do a repurpose of force field projection and a supernova helmet to play Moon Girl. So when she comes into play, because I paid 1 mental resource with the supernova helmet, I get to draw a card, which is an energy barrier. Then we will toss the yeah, okay, so we will thwart 2 from There's No Escape. You just realized Sam could just play the helmet if you use a wild? Yeah, it's awesome. It's so solid. We will go ahead and thwart 1 off of There's No Escape, which will ready the supernova helmet. We will exhaust supernova helmet, toss 2 energy barriers for a force field generator. So force field generator comes in with 6 energy counters, and then whenever you would take any amount of damage, remove that number of energy counters from force field generator instead, and that's a forced response, so we must do that. Actually, when I thwarted, this didn't happen because I have -1 thwart. I won't say a bad thing about Nova ever again, because Spider-Ham exists and he's even more. Yeah, right. So we're ready. We'll draw some cards. So we got Starhawk. Nice. Okay. Another force field generator. Jesse Alexander. Nick Fury. So 2, 4. And Pot Shot. Okay. So starting out, we're going to place 1 threat here on the main scheme. This threat's out at 11. We're currently at 8. Collector is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost card. We'll take it. The boost card is we got the Badoon Headhunter. So remove 2 from force field generators. Badoon Headhunter is going to attack us. We got 1 plus Villainous is plus 1 is 2, so there's 2 from force field generator. And then we have got a encounter card coming our way, which is the Beyonder's Blazer. And actually that was 3 because we have an amplify icon here. Place 2 threat on the main scheme and spend 2 resources of the same type to discard this card. So that's the second amplify. Don't like that. Okay. What I really would like is a repurpose here with this force field generator at 0 or at 1. So let's go ahead and Supernova Helmet. I'm gonna hang on to Pot Shot to toss these 3 for Nick, and we're gonna draw 3 cards. Got a Clea, an Ever Vigilant, and a Vivian. Okay. This is attached to the enemy with the highest scheme. Collector is actually at 2, so yeah, I have to do that. I've got 2 mental resources to take this. If I wanted to. I would have to take 1 damage, which would kill the force field generator, but I don't think I'm drawing anything, so yeah, so let's go ahead and toss Ever Vigilant and Vivian to knock out this force field generator. To take that, because I take 1 damage to get rid of it. Okay. Let's go ahead and thwart 1 off of There's No Escape, which ready Supernova Helmet. 2, 4, 8. I need to get rid of the Badoon Headhunter, so let's Supernova Helmet for Pot Shot to deal 4 to Badoon. Nick will deal 2, and then Moon Girl will deal 2 to kill the Badoon Headhunter. Just trying to steady out the board state a little bit. This is a little bit of a concern here. Also, just the collector having all of that in his face. We're gonna hang on to Clea. Calculate the odds. Pinpoint. Ever Vigilant. And an energy. Okay. Cool. Sweet. So 1 goes here. Collector is gonna swing at us for 2, effectively 4. So Nick is going to defend plus 2, so that's 6. Good, defend Nick. Kind of wish I had Pinpoint on the table at this point, but okay. Now our bad card is Shadows of the Past. Good. That's what we wanted. So we've got Bring the War and Warbringer. He gets +1 attack for each card with a printed wild resource in your hand, and then the attack gains Overkill. And then Bring the War comes in with 2. And then each player discards 1 card they control with a printed wild resource. For each card discarded this way, place 1 threat here. I don't control any cards with wild resources, and so that's good. And we've got an extra Bring the War. Yeah, exactly. We got that here, and then we'll shuffle these guys in. Good. Okay, we just want to get all the bad stuff out of the way at the very beginning of the game. That's kind of what we're going for here, right? We do have to figure out something with that main scheme this round, because there's a good number of insights in this deck. So let's calculate the odds. So draw one card and choose a player. That player may draw one card and discard one card from their hand. So I'll choose me. Got Miss Marvel. Interesting. We'll toss a Cleo. Okay. So let's go ahead and Supernova Helmet Strength to play Miss Marvel. So Miss Marvel says that after you play an event, exhaust Miss Marvel and deal 1 damage to her to return that event to our hand. Yeah. Let's go ahead and thwart 1 off the main. No, I'm going to thwart 1 off of Bring the War. Then I'm going to energy to play Ever Vigilant. To ready my hero and take 2 off the main. And then I will thwart to take care of Bring the War. And then I'll Supernova Helmet, pinpoint, and place 2 threat on the scheme. I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna exhaust Miss Marvel and deal 1 damage to her and bring Ever Vigilant back to my hand. Now I'm going to Supernova Helmet, toss Pinpoint to play Ever Vigilant again. So ready our hero and take 2 off the main. There we go. That feels a little bit better. I'm still not going to be able to take care of that Amplify. This is gone though. So I guess we'll ping Warbringer for 1. Now we'll take 1 off of this. No, we'll do 1 to Warbringer. Alrighty, so we will ready up. Repurpose Pot Shot by any means. The Night Nurse. And Ever Vigilant. So Pot Shot will take care of Warbringer, so that's nice. Okay. So starting out, we're going to place 1 threat here on the main. Collector is going to attack us for effectively 4. I'm at 10 health. I'm getting attacked for 7. So we'll have Miss Marvel defend this. So 4 plus 1 is 5. Miss Marvel dies. Then we got a 3 from Warbringer. Down to 7. Our bad card is the Monarch Egg. So this comes in with 5. An acceleration token. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. I feel like I'm just gonna get run over by side schemes in this with protection. Okay, so we're gonna Supernova Helmet to Pot Shot to kill Warbringer. Let's go ahead and thwart 1 off. There is no escape. Just slowly taking that down. Control ready Supernova Helmet. We'll Supernova Helmet to play the Night Nurse. She comes in with 3 counters. Then we will toss a By Any Means and a Repurpose to play Ever Vigilant to ready Nova and remove 2 from the main. Then I guess we'll just take this down to 4. And we're gonna get hit pretty hard. So we'll stand up. Lightspeed flight, Brother Voodoo, power protection, lightspeed flight, unleash the Nova Force. Okay, well that gets interesting. That gets pretty interesting. Let's see what happens. So we got 2 here. Collector is going to hit us for 4 plus a boost card. 4 plus a boost card. Last time I saw you play this, you're getting run over by Land Shark. Now the side schemes have decided to come out and play. Yeah, right? Oh, it's insane. I still think that Justice is the way to go, but I think Justice with more allies is probably the way to go. But I mean, we're not completely done yet. So he's attacking me for 4 plus a boost. I'm at 7. We're gonna take it. Plus 0. Okay. Okay, so I'm down to 3. Bad card is going to be gang up. The villain and each minion engaged with this attack, so that is probably game. I will defend. So 2 to his 4. He flips a 1, so that's game. Okay. Whew. I feel like I didn't get the deck where I wanted it immediately, or like where I really kind of wanted to thrive. So let's try it one more time just with this deck, and then we'll decide what we want to do. That was just a poor. Those were just poor card draws at that point. So. The other thing, actually, trying to figure out. Okay, so thinking what doesn't kill me could be an interesting addition to the deck. I have so many allies, I just didn't get to put them onto the table. Okay, we'll just run back. We'll just run it back and see what happens. Okay, 1 less of those. These all get shuffled. Also, shadows was tough. Seeing shadows that early is always so very tough. And Badoon. I do really like the repurpose build though. Just not necessarily just this one, but just like that card. I really enjoy the repurpose card and the options that it opens up for protection. It actually may be interesting to run a plasma pistol. Or a couple plasma pistols in here. For repurpose, and also just that ping damage if we ever need it. So this starts at 7. No acceleration token. This starts at 9. I start at 10 health because I'm going to spend that resource still. And the villain starts at 8. We didn't ever even touch the villain. feel like shield could handle this pretty well. I don't know what I'm doing. 2, 4, 6. Ever Vigilant. A Nick Fury off the bat. a Vivian, a Pinpoint, a Potshot, and a Strength. Okay, so let's go ahead and not use Ever Vigilant this round. Potshot we probably don't need. We're gonna hang on to Nick. We're gonna hang on to Vivian. Let's go ahead and wait for Pinpoint Nick is actually pretty fun. So let's just toss there. Supernova helmet needs to be in here. I'm just gonna redo that entire thing, even though that is a fairly good hand. I need to Supernova helmet needs to be in there just in case. I did like that hand though. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. We got Iron Fist, which is really interesting here. 2 Unleash the Nova Forces, which is very unfortunate to see in our opening hand. Got there. We got By Any Means to go grab the helmet. We're gonna toss a Repurpose. So no Unleash the Nova Forces. That's really sad. So we got a Clea, got a Pinpoint, we got a Force Field Generator. Okay. Let's see what attachment we get. Headhunter's gone. Starshark's gone. Shadows is gone. The poison is not gone, and that sucks. That really, really sucks. Oof. So the poison says that whenever your turn begins, place 1 poison counter here and then take 1 damage equal to the number of poison counters. So that's 1 damage. What's up, Beast Snow? How's it going? Happy to see you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll start by any means to go find the helmet. I really want to get Iron Fist out there. Oh yeah, we can. Okay. But it's just Iron Fist at that point. Okay. So let's flip up to Nova. Supernova helmet needs a ready exhaust. Coughs after reading the effect of the poison. Yeah. Hilarious. Supernova helmet, Clea, and Genius for an Iron Fist. So Iron Fist comes in with 2 Mystic counters. Whenever we attack with Iron Fist, we can remove a Mystic counter and then deal 1 damage to that enemy and stun it. Then we will swing. We will thwart 1 off of There Is No Escape, which readies Supernova helmet. We will exhaust Supernova helmet, toss Pinpoint and Force Field Generator to get rid of the poison. Iron Fist will swing for effectively 3 against the villain and stunning him. And we're ready. We got Energy Barrier. We got Force Field Projection. This Marvel. Lightspeed Flight. That's big. Another Lightspeed Flight. Okay. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. So with Miss Marvel, we may be able to... Okay. I like that. I love Iron Fist. Iron Fist is so solid. He's such a good hero. Or ally. I cannot wait to see his hero form. So 1 on the main. Collector is stunned. Bad card is Silent Ghost. I am confused. Boo. And now we have the Psionic Ghost in front of us, which sucks. Okay. Okay, so Iron Fist will go ahead. I forgot to remove a counter last time. Iron Fist will go ahead and deal 3 damage to the villain and stun him. Ooh, we'll thwart to remove the confuse. Supernova helmet for a lightspeed flight to remove 3 from There's No Escape. Actually, I'm going to do that. No. Yeah, I'm going to do that a little bit differently. First, I'm going to use these 3 to play Miss Marvel. Then I'm going to use this to pay Lightspeed Flight. I'm going to deal a damage and exhaust Miss Marvel to take Lightspeed Flight back in my hand. Okay, so we will ready. We'll draw up. We're going to keep Lightspeed Flight. Got Jesse Alexander, the Night Nurse. There's a huge one. Ever Vigilant. And Energy. Too bad he didn't participate like the King of Iron Fist tournaments in Tekken. Okay, so we've got 2 here. Collector is going to attack. We'll take 2 from the Psionic Ghost. And then our bad card. And Sight 1. Oh, so that puts us at 10. You are confused. If you're already confused, choose and discard 1 card you control. Okay, well, there you go. I'm confused again. But I got the Night Nurse, so we're solid. Okay, so let's toss a Jesse Alexander to play the Night Nurse. So the Night Nurse comes in. She has 3 medical counters. When we exhaust her, we remove a medical counter, discard a status card, and then heal a damage. So we'll immediately go ahead and do that to toss this confused and heal 1 damage. So that puts us at 8 health. The villain's only at 2. Collector's only at 2, so that could be pretty easy. Night Nurse is solid. Night Nurse is so solid. Okay, so let's Supernova Helmet to Lightspeed Flight to take There's No Escape down to 2. We will exhaust Miss Marvel, deal a damage to her, and then take Lightspeed Flight back into our hand. We will thwart. Attack. We'll thwart 1 off of There's No Escape, which will ready a Supernova Helmet. We'll toss an Energy to play an Ever Vigilant to remove 2 threat from the main, and then ready our hero. We'll thwart the last one off of here, which deals us 2 damage. That is a victory, so that goes out. Protection has some solid cards after the core, but before Red Skull, they're on the field right now. Protection has some solid cards after the core, but before Red Skull, they're on the field right now. Yeah. Protection has some really good cards. They just can be hard to find. Supernova Helmet for Lightspeed Flight to remove 3 from the main. That takes that down to 5. Iron Fist will swing and kill himself to kill the Collector, which removes 3 threat from the main, taking that down to 2. And then we flip this. Psionic Ghost is still out here, which is a little annoying, but we can't do everything. Alright, so we've got Pot Shot. Ooh, bye-bye Psionic Ghost. Ever Vigilant. Starhawk. Force Field Generator. And Machine Man. And a Machine Man. Love it. Okay. So starting out, we're going to place 1 here. Collector's going to attack us for basically 1. We'll take it. +1, so that's 2, and Ghost hits us for 2. So that's 4 total. Bad card is going to be Guard Patrol. Servant Bot. Okay. That's nice and annoying. Okay, so Supernova Helmet will potshot the Psionic Ghost. Miss Marvel will sacrifice herself so that we can get that back. Psionic Ghost is gone. Actually, we're going to hit this Servant Bot first. Servant Bot is gone. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. Collector doesn't have the Amplify. I just have had it on the table for like 9 games in a row, and it's never gone away. So that's a good catch. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm up to 3. He's he needs to flip, actually. So he comes in. These are gone. And he's at 8. Good catch. How many repurposes have we seen? I think just 1. Yeah, we've only seen 1 repurpose. So throwing a force field generator out there does make some sort of sense. But first, Nova will take this from... Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So Nova will take that off. Then Supernova Helmet readies. Supernova Helmet, we're going to pot shot this Psionic Ghost, which will kill it. We do have... Yeah, okay, so... So now what I'm trying to think is, do we want to Ever Vigilant, which pushes us here? We get the Milano at that point. And then we can like pay for Starhawk or Machine Man. Or do we want to throw Force Field Generator out there and hope for a repurpose turn next time? We saw both of our unleashes, so that's unfortunate. But those are the decisions I'm thinking through right now. I have 3 health, so you know what? Actually, this is what I'm going to do. Instead of taking 1 threat off of that main scheme, off of that scheme, we are going to instead have attack the Psionic Ghost or something. We'll add 1 threat there. So now we will... I want Starhawk. Yep. So we will toss a Force Field Generator and a Machine Man for an Ever Vigilant, which removes 2 threat here, and readies Nova. Does he not take a turn on 1B? I'm not sure. I've only played him once. Does he not take a turn on 1B? He does. Oh, like when he's on this side? Yeah, he does. He just has 0. He's a 0/0. Yeah. He still activates. He's just a 0/0 instead of like a 2/2. And so it's just a lot nicer. Okay, so we're actually going to have hung on to Force Field Generator instead. We're going to flip over and heal for 3. And we're going to hang on to Force Field Generator. So we're ready. Got Pot Shot, Repurpose, Ever Vigilant, so 2, 4, Repurpose, and I calculate the odds. Okay. So starting out, we're going to place 1 here. Collector's going to scheme for 2 plus a boost card, which is 1. So he gets 3 more on the main, and he gets a tough status card. And our bad card is going to be attached to the enemy with the lowest attack. Spend 3 physical resources to discard this card. Gross. Where's connection to the world mind? I have 1 connection to the world mind, and 1 of them was captured last time. oh yeah. He did take a turn. And so yeah, the connection to the world mine, I blundered at the last time when I just got excited to win the infiltrate the museum, and I actually had the ability to get connection to the world mine back, and I just didn't. Very sad. Okay, we need 3 physical resources, which we do not have at this point, so that's not good. Okay, so let's flip. We're at 6. Am I doing anything exciting? I have an Ever Vigilant 2 ready if I need it. We're going to heal 3. Then we're going to flip up. Calculate the odds, draw a card. Ooh, Force Field Projection, which is a physical resource, but and then we'll draw another one, which is an energy barrier. We'll toss or repurpose. Okay. So we have got, we're going to take a Supernova Helmet and a Pot Shot to play an energy barrier. That comes with 3 counters. Okay, we're going to toss a Force Field Generator and a Force Field Projection for an Ever Vigilant. Yeah, so that readies Nova and takes 2 off the main. Nova will ping this Tough off. Ready Supernova Helmet, which doesn't do us any good. And there was nothing that I could have held on to. I guess I could have held on to Pot Shot to deal 4 to the collector, but here we are. Okay, we're gonna hang on to a repurpose because I think we're gonna need that next turn. Okay, so we'll ready. Got Lightspeed Flight, Vivian, Power Protection, so 2, 4, and a Strength. Okay, so we'll go 1 here. Collector's attacking me for 5. We will cry a little bit inside. We'll defend. So +3. So 5 damage coming at me. Energy barrier will prevent 1 of that and throw it back at the collector. So I have 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, I do also have strength for Cloak of Hercules, which is nice. Bad card is going to be attached to the lowest scheme. This is +1 card and 3 lightning resources to get rid of that one. Okay, so I think let's go ahead and Strength and Supernova Helmet will get rid of Cloak of Hercules. You got a Power of Protection and a Repurpose. No. For what purpose? Oh, can you put a link in the chat? Sure. Okay, so hey, thank you. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So we're gonna Power Protection for Lightspeed Flight. No, that doesn't work. Dang it. Okay, so let's have Cloak of Hercules come back real quick. Let's finagle. Supernova Helmet to Lightspeed Flight. No, that still doesn't work. I could repurpose. Okay, so let's do that. I appreciate you building that deck. Thank you. So I want to get Vivian out there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's repurpose the energy barrier and give me +2 to my thwart. And I get to ready. Yeah, okay, that works. Supernova Helmet to Lightspeed Flight to take 3 off of the main. I will thwart the last one off the main, which will ready the Supernova Helmet. And then we progress on to 2. When revealed, put the set aside Milano support from the ship and counter set into play under the first player's control. So we've got it. And this comes in with 11. We scheme out at 15. Milano comes in hot for another resource. Not 100% certain it's 100% correct, but wanted to trial the method of someone in the chat scribing a list while you're building and playing it. It seems fairly doable. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, and also I can go like way slower too if that's easier or better. Okay, so we will Supernova Helmet, Milano, Power of Protection to get rid of the Cloak of Hercules. And then we will Strength to play Vivian, and we'll blank this until the end of the next round. Okay. She only has 2 health. Non-permanent. Choose an attachment. So this is blanked out. So we're not resolving that yet until the end of the next round. So we get 2 thing. When is the by the same token villain board coming? I figured we'd see it since you're big time now. You know it to be true. That's I don't know. It's just caught up in shipping somewhere, I guess. Like, or maybe I haven't processed the order yet, or I haven't bought it. One of those things has to be true. So I think I want to leave Vivian out here for a chump blocker. And so we will hit the villain for 1 and have Vivian take a hit for us. So we'll ready up. Are we going through our cards? 2, 4, 5. We're not. Interesting. But do we have connection? We don't have connection to the world mine, so that's our last card. So that's funny. So we do not deck out, which is nice. I actually used one at a board game meetup a few weeks back. Really makes me feel like I'm part of the big nice. I love Jason there. That's great. Ooh, we've got a really solid Moon Girl. We also have a Nick Fury. We've got okay, so we're set up to be fairly okay. So we're at 12 on the main. Collector is going to attack us for this is now at 2, so 3 plus a boost card. Vivian will defend, and then give the collector a tough status card. Vivian's dead. And we only have one encounter card because that's blanked. And it's the magical teapot. No, so another one of these guys. When defeated, the player defeated this scheme may heal 4 damage from their identity. That comes in with 5. They look pretty great. They really do. They look so pretty. They look so pretty. I really want to. Okay, this is gone. Okay. We're doing pretty okay here. Let's I do want to get a Nick out there. So let's Supernova Helmet, Milano. Pot Shot and a Brother Voodoo. Yeah, and a Brother Voodoo for a Nicholas Fury. So after Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're gonna draw 3 cards. We got 1. Connection to the world mine still counts for that card draw, unfortunately. The only thing I dislike is putting tokens to reflect the villain's health. The dial is way easier. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, like, some of these villains, especially in higher player games, like, you get so many, like, you just get so many, like, 45 health. And it's just like, that's 80 health. Like, that's a lot of tokens. I know they make, like, 20s and stuff, but we drew 1, 2, 3. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Funny enough, I actually cannot get rid of this because it's blanked out, but we will go ahead and thwart one off the magical teapot. I need a card. To ready Supernova Helmet. We will then exhaust Supernova Helmet, connection to the world mine, and power protection to play Moon Girl. And I get to draw 3 cards. So Ever Vigilant. Ooh, nice. Unleash the Nova Force. Interesting. And another Unleash the Nova Force. Dang it. I didn't want that. I did not want that. Oh. You don't have to worry about either when the health is on the screen. That's so true. That is so very true. Trying to figure out if Unleash is a good play here. And my gut is no, that I can't actually do anything with it. If I had not thwarted here to begin with, I could have killed that, but it's just I could take 7. I could kill the last side scheme, but then this gets nasty. So I don't think I'm ready to quite do that yet. Let's go ahead and just thwart 4 off of the magical teapot. We'll heal 4. That's gone. Those are victories actually, so I need to grab the other one. So this is gone. I'm at 9 health, which feels pretty solid. This is still blinked out. So let's let's energy for an energy barrier. Yeah. We'll toss 2 Unleash the Nova Forces for an Ever Vigilant. So we'll take 2 off of the main, readying Nova, and then Nova will just ping this tough. I think we're good there. Okay. So we will unexhaust everything. I'm just going to move the Milano down here. We've got a Power Protection, Force Field Projection, Lightspeed Flight, Ever Vigilant, and a Vivian again. A Vivian again. I like seeing that because we can just continue to blank that out. This is still blanked for this round because it's until the end of the following round. And so we can just blank that for 2 more turns. That seems pretty solid. I'm liking that. Okay, so 1 threat goes here. Collector is going to swing at us for 3. Nick will step in and take that. So 3 plus 3. Huge block by Nick. And we've got 2 encounter cards coming at us. First one being... Oh no! The Collector schemes! No! So 3 plus 0. We don't lose. We don't lose. Oh, we're at 14. We're at 14. And then inside 1. Dang it, we lost. Ah. I thought we had sidestepped it. I thought we had really gotten around that. Oh no. Ah. There's nothing we could have done. Yeah. That was so sad. That was so sad. Yeah, that was dang. Okay, so because I am determined at this point, let's switch it up. Let's try, well, it's like you were taking control finally and the Collector just yoinks the win. Yeah. It's like, okay, like I was built enough. We had this, I feel like we would have been okay. Oh man. He collected another win for himself. Yes, he did. Yes, he very much did. Let's try a Justice build. Let's try a Justice build. Or a Shield build. Bring out the big guns and see what happens. We're definitely going to keep Moon Girl. Moon Girl's really solid. We're definitely going to keep Vivian. Vivian was a rock star here. And we will. I don't think I ever like saw Machine Man. Alrighty, let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, I wanted that so badly. I hate scheming so much. That's why Justice is the best, especially in solo. You're doing against Thanos earlier and then he schemed. Oh, that's so sad. Definitely keeping Nick because he is the shield. For some money. Okay, so let's just build it on the fly. I'll go slower this time in case someone wants to scribe for us. Okay, so oh my goodness, probably not gonna run Machine Man. because we want those shield allies. Awesome, I appreciate it. We'll try scrying. The problem is that I also am I get very or I can get very like wishy-washy on what I'm putting in and switch everything up all the time. Where did I put all my justice cards? That's not good. Where are all my justice allies? Aha, there they are. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull out. You wonder if Concussive Blow could be something useful for Nova. Confuse is one hell of an effect. Yeah, I think Concussive Blow is really interesting here. Yeah, and roll. Crisis Averted is not horrible here, honestly. Determination is going to go in there. Yaw and roll. Crisis Averted. Definitely going to grab the powers. Where's my other power? There it is. Okay. Let's find those shields. Okay, so I don't know if I need a prep, but we'll run Monica. Miss Monica Chang, as well as 3 copies of Surveillance Team. Because those pair just so well together. Let's go ahead and grab Agent 13. I'm also going to try and like just lay them out. So anything over here is a definite go into the deck. Agent 13. Government Liaison, maybe. I'm not sold on Government Liaison yet, so let's hold off on that. Sky Destroyer, definitely. Actually, I think we have 2. No. So there's Sky Destroyer. I'm going to call that Yaw and Roll the art, the Yaw face. I love it. I always include Concussive Blow. I took it out against Thanos for obvious reasons, but it's really good. It is. It is really good. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 cards of our deck. Let's go ahead and run a Helicarrier. Maybe. Hold on. Let me. Homeland Intervention. We'll run 3x of Homeland Intervention. And Global Logistics, we may actually play a shield card. So Global Logistics is just a cheap way to trigger Sky Destroyer. So that I'm gonna pull out Global Logistics. I'm not sold on it yet. I think we need some more allies as well. Some more chump blocking allies. Let's go 3x Field Agent. Okay, so that's 16. I feel like I'm missing a super obvious shield card. Dum Dum. Dum Dum Dugan. Not Duggan. 369. 36. Any other? Oh, Mockingbird. Mockingbird's solid. I have like 900 copies of Mockingbird. I need to pull her out. What is this music? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. I love concussive on those who can play either with Captain America and Miss Marvel. I love flipping back and forth, and that card facilitates alter ego play. Very, very true. Very, very true. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go concussive will. Go 2x concussive blow. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 20. I'm trying to think if we have enough threat mitigation. I don't think we do yet. We don't have enough allies either. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 allies. But really we have 1, 2, 3 blocking allies. But if we're running concussive blow, we can roll down and heal a little bit more. And so maybe like a crew quarter could be interesting here. I don't think I like government liaison right now. Although I may. Do I want doubles in this deck? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I want doubles in this deck. So that's gonna be 3. We got 2 spots left. Which I'm thinking those 2 spots. Those could be like epic thwart cards. Those could be yawn rolls. Yawn rolls are really solid. Or they could be some allies, cheap allies that we could use to block. I don't have any preps, do I? No. Let's take 2x yacht and roll and see where that gets us. Yeah, okay. We'll see how that goes. This is also going to be a slow build, and so, but if we can get our board state set up, I think probably what we want to do is maybe push to 2, but probably just stay on 1. Wait. Oh, these are the cards I was going to keep in. Uh-oh. 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 Down goes Collector. Escape the museum. Beast Snow, thanks for the sub. That was supposed to come with this, but oh well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for 3 months. Awesome. Okay, so my body tells me that I am not allowed to run 43 cards. But my mind tells me I want to. How many mentals? We do have a good number of mentals, so Moon Girl still makes sense, I think. Vivian is gonna go in there. Nick has to go in the shield deck. 43, I stop at 50 because you have to. But like less cards is good because you can draw the cards that you need better. Although this deck builds out so much, right? So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 supports on the table, and so I guess we can toss a determination. I've always wondered whether decks will start wanting 50 to draw fewer extra bad cards. Draw fewer extra bad cards. That's true. That is true. Let's run 42. I don't think I like it, but let's see what happens. I think my Spider-Woman shield deck was like 42 or 43 cards, but we'll see. Maybe that's why I always hope to go to 50. I use a ton of supports and upgrades almost all the time. You like building your table. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to try here. We're going to try building the table. I feel so dirty. I need to go take a shower. Alrighty. Okay, so let's see how this runs. Oh, gross. Okay, so this comes in with 7. We're gonna get the... Just gonna clean up a little bit. Oh shoot, we need the bad side scheme. There is no escape. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Maddie. I need the good luck. I need all of the good luck. But I am not 100% sure how much I actually agree with you always have to run deck minimum. I think that's very true if there are key cards that you need, and in this case there are, which is a little annoying, but we'll see. I just hope I can draw Sky Destroyer and Agent 13 in the first half of the deck, and then at that point, if we can get those on the table, then we're set up pretty well. Okay, so let's position all of this. Everything looks good. I really wish I had my connection to the world mine back. Can't believe I did that. Oh, these guys. Pressure is on. Alright, so let's see what attachment we get. Shadows is gone. That's good. The poison. No, it's not the poison. That just slows us down so much at the start. So I'm going to spend my resource to go back up to 10. We'll mull again. 2, 4, 6. We got Genius. We got Yaw and Roll. We got Mockingbird, which is huge. Energy, Pot Shot, and Concussive Blow. Okay, we're going to toss Pot Shot. We're not going to be able to play Concussive Blow. I'd rather get Mockingbird out of there. Yaw and Roll is interesting. We're going to keep Yaw and Roll on the table. We got Surveillance Team and Concussive Blow. Okay. Okay. This gets one. Oh yeah, shoot, I forgot about poison. This gets 1 counter. Maybe I do. Maybe I would rather. Okay, so this actually may be kind of interesting. What if we do like Concussive Blow and a Mockingbird? We don't have the mental, or we don't have the physical. Well, that's just 3 damage. We can stun and confuse. When we flip up, we don't go get the helmet, and then we roll back down to take benefit of both of those. But then we're getting hit with the poison twice. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. And we can go fish our helmet next turn. I think that makes sense. Okay, so we'll flip up to Nova. We will surveillance team and energy for concussive blow to deal or to confuse the collector. We will genius and yaw and roll for a mockingbird to stun the collector. We'll take 2 off of there's no escape. And then we'll flip up. I didn't take a damage. We got surveillance team, Vivian, homeland, 2, 4, 5. There's Sky Destroyer. Okay. That makes it so difficult to get rid of the poison. The poison's just going to kill me very, very quickly. Vivian can blank the poison, though, which could be interesting. I have to get Sky Destroyer onto the table. Okay, so we'll place 1 here. Stunned. Card. Servant bot. Okay. So we got 1 here. We'll take 2 damage. Down to 7. I think it was anything other than Sky. Okay, so actually what we may do is go 2 here to Vivian to blank the poison. We'll go 2 here, Vivian. We'll blank poison. I'll just rotate it. We'll hang on to Sky Destroyer. Yeah, we'll just hang on to Sky Destroyer. And play it next turn. So Nova, Mockingbird, and Vivian will take care of the servant bot. And we'll flip down. Just actually, yeah, we'll flip down. And you're super excited about Agmar later this week. It hasn't been shipped yet, but I expect it here by Friday at the latest. I didn't realize it was coming out that soon. I don't know why I didn't think it was, but that's awesome. That's really cool. Nice. Nice. This has 2 turns left. That's what I'm doing there. We'll toss Homeland, and we'll ready. Got Jesse, Force Field, Lightspeed Flight, Pot Shot, 2, 4. Pot Shot. Man, I'm just not getting any wilds. Okay, so 1 goes here, so that's 9. Confuse. Bad card is the egg. This has an acceleration token and 5. And then we can ready our identity when we kill that. 2, 4, 5. Okay, so we will, yeah, we'll spin this. So we'll pot shot. No, actually, we're going to, yeah, we'll pot shot to go grab the helmet and put it into play. So grabbing and then putting into play. No one's mentioned it yet. Is my Marvel CDB link actually allowed you to view the deck? I know there's some public-private deck distinction. I'd appreciate if someone could check whether or not I got the setting right. You might as well just do that now. Why not, right? Let's see how you did. I can see it. Living Card Gamer, Nova Justice, 815. Oh, it's so beautiful. 3x Sky Destroyer, 3x Surveillance Team. Yep. Power Justice, Genius, Strength, Connection to World Mind, Yawn Roll, Flashshot Homeland, Concussive Blow, Quake Vivian, Nick, Moon Girl, Monica, Mockingbird, Dum Dum. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you. That's exciting. That saves me That saves me a lot of work. Okay. Says 1 round left. Sam will flip up. So we've got a Supernova helmet, Force Field Projection, and a Jesse Alexander to play Sky Destroyer. So Sky Destroyer states that whenever I play a shield card, I can exhaust Sky Destroyer to deal 2 damage to an enemy. I will go ahead and thwart 1 off of the main, which will ready Supernova Helmet. We will use Supernova Helmet, Lightspeed Flight to take 3 off of the main, just to make sure that that's sitting okay. These guys are going to be our blockers, and so that'll be good. Okay. Ready up. Unleash the Nova Force, Force Field Projection, Lightspeed Flight, Moon Girl, 2, 4, 5, and a Yaw and Roll. Ooh, this is a really exciting Unleash the Nova Force turn, I think. Cool. Glad it was used. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So 2 goes here onto the missing Milano. Collector is going to swing at us for we have 1 amplify here. I'm gonna get hit with 3. I forgot this goes away at the end of this round. That's fine. It is what it is. So Collector is gonna swing at us for 2, 3 plus a boost card. We're gonna take it. So Mockingbird, we'll take it. Deal 1 damage to each character I control. No, 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 no. I hate that. I hate that so much. So these guys die. And then I have a 3 attack coming in at me. Oh my goodness, that stinks. So I will Supernova Helmet to Force Field Projection. So when a friendly character would take any amount of damage, prevent 3. So I prevent 3 and I throw 3. Okay. Bad card is the villain schemes. So he's going to scheme for 3, deal 1 damage to each character I control. And I did not take a damage for that, so I'm down to 5. And he schemed for 3. So that's up to 10. Okay. Not the finish she had hoped for. So at the end here, this comes up. This gets a 3rd counter on it. I take 3 damage. And not great. Not great. Akmar this week, Mutant Genesis next month, and the Fellowship box in October. This is exciting, but it's also preventing me from buying a new game. That's fine if you play this one enough. I'm not quite sure what to do here. I don't think that this is winnable. So that's at 7. So I guess I can do... I guess we'll play out the turn and see what happens. We'll toss a Moon Girl for Unleash the Nova Force. No, yeah, I don't have enough money. Yeah, that's... I'm gonna scoop. The poison killed me. Well, the Star Shark killed me. Poison. Everything killed me. Okay, let's try this one more time. I am having such a hard time with this scenario. Man. We'll get it this time, though. I do. I want Dice Throne Adventures and Marvel Dice Throne. I don't play dice games. I would like to jump into this one. Dice Throne is great. Dice Throne is amazing. I have not played the Marvel version. I've seen it played. That looked really interesting. And I've not played Adventures. Have you heard of oh shoot, I think it's Kapow. Yeah, Kapow by Wise Wizard Games. It's like Dice Throne plus Dice Forge. Yeah, it's because the collector's a douche. Totally. Oof. Okay. Stupid Star Shark. I feel like Target Acquired is also a solid like choice for this, but yeah, so we're gonna start with 7. And like they don't get easier. I have Nebula and then Ronin after this, so that sucks. Man, if you're having a hard time with the Collector 2, I shudder at the other villains. Yeah. I don't know why. It's just, yeah. I've not heard of that. I've been checking out some Chick Theory games, but stuff is expensive. I also looked at Aeon's End for a bit. I don't have the table space for that right now. I don't know if you can see right behind. Ugh, that was bad. I have my Aeon's End up here on my shelf behind me. Chip Theory is very solid. Highly, highly recommend their games. I've only played Too Many Bones, but I've demoed Cloudspire, and I've just heard amazing things about the other ones. I know Jason's going to be a big cheerleader for them, but I will also be that cheerleader because they have some really good stuff. Aeon's End is probably my favorite new game that I've played. I love Aeon's End. But shudder at the other villains. Yeah. I don't quite know. I don't quite know what to do here. I think there is something to be said about getting or pushing to 2, pushing to the second scheme, just to get the Milano, which is that extra wild resource. So that may be something. Got 2, 4, 6. Power of Justice. We got 2 Yawn rolls. We got Supernova Helmet in our opening hand, so we'll immediately mulligan that. Because we do have a Power of Justice. Surveillance team will mulligan the Surveillance team, and we got a Strength. I think, okay, so we have 3, 6, 7. So we could push to stage 2 on turn 1 if we wanted to, but I think we toss There's No Escape. Let me fix our health. Do 3. We'll take this up to 10. You've barely checked out Too Many Bones. I can't say it. Victorum, like, so the new one or the old? I'm not gonna be able to say that word. You should play Aeon's End on stream one night, if you aren't busy enough as is. I mean, and that, so there will be a video that kind of talks about this here in a second, but I am planning on expanding this stream, just like with the more time that I have. Hoplomachus Victorum. Yep. Yeah, that's what I just call it. I just call it Victorum. That's it. We don't need to say Hoplomachus, but thank you for the pronunciation, the phonetic spelling. That's really nice. So, but yeah, no, I do want to play Aeon's End. I have a buddy that is really big into Aeon's End. I think we may be streaming that one night, but for the stream, what I plan on doing is expanding it into more types of games as well. I'm still going to be doing just the same amount of LCGs, but we may have a day or a night that we look at doing other types of games that are outside of the LCGs. And so we'll definitely have more space to do a little bit more of that here in the future. And also, I'm going to be moving the stream up earlier in the day. And so not quite sure what that is. I think I'm going to settle at like 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is a little bit earlier for you European folk. But and then we'll have one night stream on Wednesday where I plan on playing with someone. 1999 Pokemon board game. Are you gonna be? Yes, I'm gonna become a day streamer. Yeah. So I'm going to stream during the day at least 3 days in the week, and then Wednesday evenings will be my night stream. And that'll be a rotating. I want to have a guest on every Wednesday and do that. So that's kind of the vision of the future. We got Dum Dum. We don't need Dum Dum. Got force field projection. We don't need force field projection. Okay. Here we go. So first things first, we're going to Power of Justice to grab Supernova Helmet and throw it right into play. Or an alter ego form, by the way, to do that. Alrighty, and well, I will still have the stream on, but I will probably not be as interactive. My job mostly doesn't allow me to listen to other things. That's exciting, though. Well, yeah. Okay, so we'll flip up to Nova. We will thwart one off of the... Or actually, can we play any of these? No, we can't. We can't. Can we? We'll thwart one here. There's no escape. Supernova Helmet to play Yacht and Roll to remove 3 threat from a scheme. And then we will toss a Force Field Projection to... Actually, no, we're going to hang on to that. We're going to toss a Dum Dum to play Yacht and Roll to remove 3. So that'll be down to 2. We're going to hang on to both of these cards. But we will ready. We've got Homeland Intervention, Jesse Alexander. Beast No has to adult. Not have amazed. Nice. 2, 4, 5. Okay. So we've got 1 coming here onto the main. Then we've got the Collector swinging at us for 3 plus a boost card. The boost card is +3. That's not good at all. Supernova Helmet. Oh, I never did the attachment. We're just gonna start over. Sorry. You would rather not. Adult. Yeah. Adulting sounds tough. I don't like it. I flip up that attachment. Forgot about that. That was a solid start too. That was a solid start. Okay. It's Marvel, baby. Hey, a timely Jest, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. First time chatter. Hope you're doing well. Got 2, 4, 6. Got Moon Girl. You got Field Agent, Miss Marvel, Quake, Lightspeed 2 Force, and a Pot Shot. Okay, so we don't want a Pot Shot. I think we do want a Field Agent. Not bad. Just finished setting up my champions board for a 3-player campaign of Galaxies Most Wanted. Well, Godspeed. I wish you the best. We are struggling over here. No, we want a Field Agent. We want a Moon Girl. We want a Miss Marvel, actually. I'm going to toss a Field Agent. Lightspeed and toss a Quake. So we will take a Yaw and Roll, an Energy, and a Homeland Intervention. Okay, so Moon Girl was kind of rendered useless there. Nice. Now we will do this. Protection, Vision, Justice, SPDR, and Leadership, Doctor Strange. That should be pretty solid. I think you have a much better shot at doing well than I am doing right now. So we got Psionic Ghost, we got Advance, we got the Egg. There's the Obedience Potion. Can't not get rid of that right now. But here we are. Which one are you playing? 3-player versus Collector, 3 Justice decks. Yeah, right? Yeah, just Just rush as fast as you possibly can. Okay, so we will toss a Homeland Intervention to go search for the Supernova helmet. Where's my helmet? There it is. So to be clear, the GMW villains are much harder in campaign mode. They are harder. I don't know about much harder. You're actually playing my favorite hero. When Nova got announced, I started playing the game and bought everything in the span of 3 months, right on time for my boy Sam. Awesome. That's super cool. Yeah, Nova is a lot of fun. That's really cool. That's really fun. We will Moon Girl to play the helmet. We're an alter ego, by the way. So Nova is your favorite hero outside of Marvel Champions as well? He'll be playing Penny tonight. Awesome. Sweet. Nice. I kind of want to get Miss Marvel out there. $3 months? Yeah, right? That's a lot of new cards to sleeve and sort in 3 months. So we got 3, 6, 7. Okay, we're gonna a Supernova helmet energy to put Miss Marvel into play. We will. Forgot about that. Stupid. You have a huge soft spot for the Nova Force. Nice. That's awesome. Well, so you're fairly new to the game, so that's exciting. You enjoying it so far? Is this the only LCG you are playing, or did you have experience with some of the other ones before you bought into this one? Let's go ahead and thwart for 0 because I have -1 to everything, which will ready the Supernova helmet. We will Supernova helmet for a lightspeed flight to remove 3 threat from this scheme. And we will use Miss Marvel's ability to pull lightspeed flight back into our hand. And then okay. Me and Jess did the exact same thing about everything in a small amount of time. Tell me about it. Fairly new, but I've already completed 2 full playthroughs against every villain. Once as Black Panther and once again as Protection Turbo Iron Man. Nice. Plus Lord of the Ring Arkham, plus some upgrades. It's not a fun time to be your wallet. Yeah. When I realized that, so I started playing Marvel Champions probably about, I think it was last March, so a little bit over a year now. Flip only once, got it. Okay, nice. I think it was probably about this time that I realized that I wanted to get into the other LCGs. Actually, no, it was a little bit earlier because I think I'm coming up on a year anniversary of my first video. But I bought all of Lord of the Rings in like so very little time, because I knew that this was before they announced the repackaging of Lord of the Rings. So I bought all of the Lord of the Rings because it was so hard to find, and I was just buying the packs whenever I possibly could. And then they started the announcement of, so I just have like a ton of Lord of the Rings in my closet that is not open yet. Honestly, these fast expansions of the card pool reminds me of the Gold Rush of 49. Love it. Okay, so we'll toss a... No, you know what? We're going to hang on to these. Ready. 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 Oh my goodness. Got to calculate the odds. Unleash the Nova Force. Here we go. So 2, 4. And a Lightspeed Flight. So we got 1 coming up here. I don't know how you haven't at least opened them. I don't have that kind of patience. It's for you all, because you all like to see me open them, and that's what I'm doing. I'm opening them with you all. Right now, your favorite hero to play with: Nova, Miss Marvel, Ironheart, and SPDR. I love the champions. I like it. Ton of fun playing them solo. Yeah. I'm going to do a reevaluation of my top 5 heroes, because with some of these newer ones, some of these are awesome. I really enjoy Ghost Spider. I think Ghost Spider may be my favorite right now, but I do need to play more SPDR, because she is going to be one that I think is going to be one of my favorites. Okay, so we put 1 here. Collector's going to swing at us for 3. We got 10 health. We'll take it to the face. So 3 plus 0. Love to see that. Bad card is Psionic Ghost. We're confused. Don't like seeing that. You bought Lord of the Rings on February 11th and Marvel Champions on February 20th. My wallet hasn't been the same since. I wouldn't have bought all the Lord of the Rings if I wasn't waiting for the repackaged stuff. Also, you're a saint. I know you do it for the people, but it would be very difficult for me. Nice. Wow, a lot of new guns. I'm steeped in the classics, to be honest. Yeah? Nice. Oh, okay. So Psionic Ghost is here, and I'm confused, which is not fun. I did not want to be confused. Right now, you're investing in the Lord of the Rings stuff, Arkham Horror, and Disney Villainous. Nice. Have you played Star Wars Disney Villainous? Have you played that new one yet? Let's calculate the odds. We'll draw a card. Then we'll choose and draw me. Ooh, actually, no. We're going to toss a Force Field Projection. Okay, so... we're going to, by any means, to play a Lightspeed Flight, which will clear the Confuse. We'll exhaust Miss Marvel to bring Lightspeed Flight back into our hand. Okay. Let's Supernova Helmet to unleash the Nova Force. Here we go. So we will thwart for 0, which readies Supernova Helmet. And then we will use Supernova Helmet to play Yaw and Roll to remove 3 from here. There's no escape, so that takes it down to 3. Supernova Helmet readies. And then we will use Supernova Helmet to play Lightspeed Flight to clear There's No Escape, dealing 2 damage to me. And readying Nova and drawing a card. Homeland Intervention. So that's gone. I was hoping for not this card. Okay, so let's do this. Let's thwart 0, Supernova Helmet. Readies. We will deal myself an encounter card for 5 threat removal here. And then we will use Supernova Helmet for Lightspeed Flight to remove these last 3. So we get the set aside Milano. Yep, and this comes in with 11. This Amplify is gone, which is nice. Totally, Jess. This is my guy. I want to play Villainous. Okay. I have not been keeping up with chat. Not yet. You've only played the Disney stuff. Cool. Yeah, I won a kind of like my FLGS was doing like a giveaway type thing where you could guess what was inside the Christmas present, and if you guess what it was, then you got the Villainous, or you got the game. And so it was Disney Villainous, the one with Scar in it, and so I won that. I played it. It was fun. But I ended up trading that. But I do want to. Star Wars has me like really interested in it now. I want to play Villainous, but I have no friends nearby, as I am. Also, Captain America is the best forever. You have much reckless abandon for your wallet as I do mine. Yeah, I'm personally hoping we get a playable Gambit hero pack. That'd be sick. That'd be really cool. I want Gambit. I want it to be like throw your cards, or something. Like to whatever. Okay, so Unleash the Nova Force. Ready's Nova draws a card, which is another Unleash the Nova Force, which is not the finish we had hoped for. We will thwart to 0. Okay. We'll see how that goes. That's gone. We're gonna toss Homeland Intervention, and we will toss Unleash the Nova Force. We'll stand up. We'll draw Strength, Homeland, Power of Justice, Surveillance Team, and a yaw and roll. So 2, 4, 5. Perfect. So start, we're going to place 1 here. Collector is going to attack us for 3 plus a boost. I'm at 5, so we'll defend with Miss Marvel. It's a 0 boost. Miss Marvel dies. And Psionic Ghost is going to hit me for 2. And we've got 2 bad cards. Got the Philosopher's Stone. Player who defeated this scheme may draw 2 cards. Well, that's super exciting. That has a Amplify on it. Then the next one is going to be the Villain Schemes. Are you kidding me? That's game. We lose. We lose right there. That's 2 advanced losses tonight. That is so frustrating. What are we? We're at 9. That's insane. Why is my internet is being so laggy tonight? I'll have to look into that. That's weird. Huh. Okay. It's the Collector. He ruins every. He really does. He really does. I'm really sad that we pulled that advance, because this was not a bad hand. We were gonna Philosopher's Stone. We were gonna take care of this Philosopher's Stone over here. Yeah, the video is so poor tonight. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. One more time, and that's it. I promise you this is the last time. But I am so set on winning this one. I just really I want it. I want it so bad. I want it in my bones. Okay. Okay. Not quite sure how I won this earlier, or won this before. Not quite sure what I'm doing with my life. Okay. I know the feeling. It sucks getting bent over and over, but it just makes me mad and want to beat the villain more. Yeah, right? You never fought anything other than Drang from GMW, and Drang wrecked my raccoon rump. the the other Drang is the only villain that I enjoy in Galaxies Most Wanted. Yeah, he's the only villain that I will play, like outside of the campaign. He ran the Contest of Champions, which I played on your iPad for years. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like he was... What do you mean by he ran the Contest of Champions? Let me... I'm gonna run a speed test. I don't know what's going on. Ultron was a pain because Vision's Nemesis was activated. That means 2 Ultron drone environments, which is fun. Oh, geez. That sounds horrible. Ever since I moved, my upload speed has just been awful. My download is fine. It's a little bit lower than normal. My upload is fine. I have no idea what's going on with this bit rate. Oh, I don't know what changed. I don't know what changed, but my settings are off. It has me like streaming at a lower bit rate, which is why the quality is so bad. So I'll fix that. I can't fix it while I'm live, but move to Northwest Arkansas. We have good internet, and I can play all your. I think, yeah, I have enough friends that would probably kill me if I did not move to Georgia, Colorado, or so that. There are 3 states that really want me to move there. People want me to move to Denver, people want me to move to Atlanta, and then people want me to move to Boston. And so, I'm hoping... Oh, we finally got a connection to the World Mine and a Sky Destroyer. Look at that. So we will draw one more. Sweet. Okay. So we'll toss the 2 pot shots. Well, actually, we could pot shot Collector and kill him in turn 1. Sounds kind of interesting. I mean, not really, but I'm gonna hang on to these. Well, can I make an Arkansas joke? I didn't see, oh, sorry. Yeah, Northwest Arkansas is now on that list as well. So connection to the World Mine pot shot. Connection to the World Mine is gonna... You know what? We are gonna do that. Why not? We're gonna toss a forceful projection. So we draw into Supernova Helmet. Not the finish we had hoped for. But that's fine. Okay. But we can use this. Yeah, we're good. We're good. You may not. Not allowed. Okay, so Energy and Supernova Helmet will pay for a Sky Destroyer. So that will go onto the table. Sky Destroyer coming in hot. And we've got a connection to the World Mine to go grab Supernova Helmet from the trash and put it directly into play. We will flip up to... Oh, no. Okay, before I do all of this, get the attachment. Okay, so it's the magical teapot again. Okay, so Supernova Helmet will pot shot to deal 4 damage to the Collector. And I didn't even fix my health. I'm all over the place tonight. Okay, so 10 Collectors down to 4. Then we will do that to ready the Supernova helmet. We'll use Supernova helmet to pot shot the collector, which will flip them, and take this down to 4. Alrighty. Did you go check out the game you were excited about at Gen Con? I can't remember the name of it, but it was Western themed, I believe. Yeah, so there were a lot of games that I was really excited about at Gen Con. The top 3 that I was most excited for were Brazil, Imperial, which I didn't get a chance to take a look at, Great Western Trail, Argentina. And so that's probably the one that you're referencing. I did get to go see that. I have the original Great Western Trail. I don't know if that there is space for both of those games. It is a standalone game, but I was not convinced enough to buy it. That there was enough there. It felt just like a expansion to the game, and if I'm paying full price for a game, I wanted to do a little bit more different. So I may play it on like TTS or something, but I wasn't sold. I wasn't sold. And then the last one was Carnegie. I did check that one out. It looks interesting. I have too many unplayed games right now to pick that up. The one that I was most excited for that I bought was Soulforge Fusion, but I also got a lot of like roll and writes. So I got Explore and Draw, which is the Frank Wright's design, the Isle of Cats, and this is kind of the follow-up, the roll and write to Isle of Cats. Got Rolling Realms, which was designed by Jamie Stegmaier at Stonemaier Games. I got Viticulture World, which is the cooperative expansion to Viticulture. Trying to think of what else I got. I went to a media event put on by AEG, and they gave us a couple of games. Did you make a YouTube video showing what you got at Gen Con? I want to see the loot. No, I didn't, but I did post on my Nelson All Over Instagram. But I don't have a YouTube video, but that would be I do think that would be a fun video to go through and just kind of talk through. That'd be a good one. But yeah, no, I have just a giant stack of games that I bought. It was a lot of fun. We'll toss surveillance soon. Okay, so we will draw to Field Agent. Love that. Power Justice, Homeland Intervention, Unleash the Nova Force, Light Speeds of 2, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so we'll place 1 here. Collector is going to attack us for effectively 1. We'll let it come through, so 1 plus 1 is 2. And we're confused. Good. Got a Psionic Ghost now, though. But no way to kill it. Whoa, is there an Instagram account that I'm not aware of? I follow the Living Card Gamer, but that's the only one I'm aware of. So I've kind of transitioned everything over to my main Instagram account, which is Nelson All Over. It used to be the Fantasy and Some Flights Instagram, but I've changed that into just Nelson All Over. And that's where I post everything now. Living Card Gamer has been dead for a while. I need to make like a post that just is like, go here, because it was just too much to manage multiple social media accounts. Yeah, Nelson All Over is going to be the one to go for. Okay. I don't think that this is an Unleash the Nova Force turn. I can't really... Ooh, I can deal myself an encounter card to kill that, though. I guess we have a surname. Yeah, so my last name is Oliver, and so the whole thing is Nelson All Over. And so it supports this account, the Living Card Gamer. Over 7,600 followers? Jeez, yeah. So Nelson All Over is going to be this, Fantasy and Flights, Board Vengers, and then I'm starting a YouTube channel for Nelson All Over. And then this will become, at some point, Nelson All Over cards to just kind of like try and put everything under one umbrella. I got like no way to do damage, but I can kill the missing Milano. I can take that out. Collector flips. And that would allow me to draw a card. If I unleash the Nova Force, could I draw? There's 2 pot shots in there, which is pretty much my damage. Trying to figure out if I need to take care of this potion first. Okay, so let's see. If I do unleash the Nova Force, oh no, I'm confused. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So I think we'll focus on getting that poison off. Okay, so we will thwart to get rid of that. We will supernova helmet lightspeed flight to get rid of this, and I also take 1 damage, which puts me down to 8. We'll toss unleash the Nova Force for a field agent. We will exhaust Sky Destroyer and deal 2 damage to the Psionic Ghost. Also, the villain needs to be up to 8. Field Agent comes in with 3 counters. We will Homeland Intervention, exhaust Field Agent to take 2 off of There's No Escape. No, we're going to take 2 off of the main, and we're going to flip down, because I can't take a hit right now, I don't think. He's going to be swinging at me for a lot, plus we have this stupid Psionic Ghost. I'd rather... yeah. So we'll flip down. We're ready. So I would rather figure out how to take care of threat. How do you like not shuffling an Aeon's End? It seems like I need gloves to play it because that's dirty. It's really interesting. It's fun because it is basically the order that you play cards. You can set it up so that you can predetermine your next hand, and that leads to some very satisfying plays. So it's like, I want to buy this card first because I want these cards to be next to each other so that I can draw into these, because these combo off, and that is really cool. That is really cool. And then also in Aeon's End, you prepare spells and they go off during the next round, but there are ways that you can trigger those spells and get put into your discard pile at nice times or during your turn, and it's just like it's a really interesting system, and so I'm a big fan of it. But I do see how that feels very dirty. Okay, so we got Vivian. Got Unleash the Nova Force. Got Power Justice. Mockingbirds, 2, 4, 5. And a Moon Girl. Okay. I like that. So we're gonna place 1 here. Collector is going to scheme for 3. Plus 3 is 6. 8. We just lost. Oh my goodness. I guess I probably could have seen that. Oh, I should have seen that coming. I didn't realize. Yeah, that was dumb. That was just very bad on my part. That was just a bad play. There's no way I should have rolled down at all. But I would have been dead anyways, so. Okay, I know I said the last one, but that one went really fast, so we're going to try one more. Oh my goodness, okay. That's why you hate scheming. Yeah, right? I do have the concussive blows in here, right? Like, yeah, I do. But my deck is so big and I never see them. That's why. That's why you want to run 40. That's why you want to run 40 cards. Aeon's End looks very interesting to me. It just needs much more table space than I can give it. Like as in terms of like physical table space, like layout, or like just time on table. Okay. Hey Maurice, how's it going? I am struggling so very hard against this stupid collector. Dude, I am. We're having a time. We're having a time. But if I ever get a bigger table, the whole world will know. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, so there's no escape is priority number 1. Those amplifiers just hurt so much. So we got 6. We got Vivian. Unleash the Nova Force, we probably don't need. Force Field Projection, we don't need. Agent 13 right off the bat. That's nice. If we have Agent 13, we don't need a Miss Marvel. We probably don't need a Pot Shot. I'm going to hang on to Vivian, though. Genius, perfect. Yaw and Roll. Concussive Blow. Homeland. That's it. Okay. Now we're going to go get this. That's to be expected for this box. It is. Frustration levels are at a high. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I have 2 advanced losses tonight, which has been very frustrating. The last loss was just an absolute blunder on my part, so cannot blame anyone for that. But okay, this is your favorite villain from the. Well, can you come help me beat it? How do you beat him? How do you beat him? I'm struggling so hard. I feel. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So the poison hits me for 1. Luck. Love it. And Captain America. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I love that. Luck. That's fantastic. I need to get rid of the poison, but I also want to play Agent 13. My life decisions are hard. Okay. Let's toss a Yaw and Roll to go grab my helmet. Captain America is just so well-rounded. He's so good at everything. He is. He's so much fun to play. I'm really excited for the Hero Spotlight for Cap, because that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm gonna Homeland Intervention to put Supernova Helmet onto the table. When do you plan on doing the hero? So for all of the spotlights that are not new heroes, they are being voted on by the community, and so whenever he has the most votes next is when I'll play him next. I don't know what that is. I don't think he's one of the higher ones right now. I think we're sorry. I think I don't remember what the high ones are right now, but he's not kind of at the top of the list, I don't think. Flip up to Nova. Well, Supernova Helmet, Concussive Blow. Actually. Yeah, the Supernova Helmet, Concussive Blow, and Vivian to get rid of this poison. We will thwart 1 off of There's No Escape. We'll hang on to both of these cards. Who is next? I don't know. I don't remember right now. I've spent way too much time dedicating brain power to not that one next. The cap spotlight takes place in the next 4th of July. Oh, yeah, there you go. Love it. So we're already up. Got Homeland. Energy, sweet, nice. And a pot shot. Alrighty. Okay, so placing 1 here on the main. Collector is going to swing at us for 3. We'll defend. Give the collector a tough status card. And he attacked for 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take 2 damage. Bad card is going to be Impossible Geometry. Insight 1. You are confused. If you're already confused, take 1 or discard 1 card you control. So there you go. Confused now. Okay. So let's go ahead and get Agent 13 onto the table. What got you into YouTube streaming? So it kind of all started with the Fantasy and Some Flights podcast that I started at the very beginning of 2020. And so that was my first foray into content creation in the board game space. And so I've been doing that podcast. It's a bi-weekly podcast. And that, along with socials, mainly Instagram, just kind of building into the community. And then I opened Marvel Champions and started playing Marvel Champions. And I was talking about Marvel Champions so much on the podcast that I decided that I wanted to do something more with it. I ended up streaming with D20. My first stream was actually under Fantasy and Some Flights on that YouTube channel. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on with that YouTube channel. But and then I realized that I was just doing this so much that I wanted to break it off and kind of do my own thing. And so that's where I started. I started doing that, and then I was like, I'm going to expand this into all of the living card games, because at that point I had dived into Lord of the Rings as well. I was like, you know what? This is fun. Let's try it. And so it was really something that Jason and I started doing together, and just kind of grew into where we are now. So yeah, this is where we're at. Okay, so we will Supernova Helmet to pot shot to take this tough off. We'll Homeland Intervention to exhaust Agent 13 to take 2 off of the main. Or 2 off of, there's no 2 off of the main. And we'll stand up. Got Nick, Monica, Force Field Projection, Jesse Alexander, so 2, 4, and a Quake. Okay. So first things first, we got 1 here. Collector swinging at us for 3 plus a boost. We'll take it. Put Psionic Ghost into play, engage with us. So 3, and then we'll Supernova Helmet to Force Field Projection to prevent 3 of that and throw 3 of that, because we paid for it with a wild. And then Psionic Ghost is going to hit us for 2. Our bad card is the Crystal Ball. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme may play a card from their hand, reducing its resource cost by 3. Very intriguing. That comes with this nifty acceleration token. Okay, so okay. This deck is, I think, maybe too slow. Okay, so let's Let's deal 1 damage here to the Psionic Ghost, which will ready the Supernova Helmet. Toss Monica, Jesse, and Quake to play Nick Fury. Yeah. Draw 3 cards. Surveillance Team, Concussive Blow, and a Power of Justice. Interesting. Okay. Nick comes in. We'll go ahead and toss Power of Justice and Surveillance Team for a Concussive Blow to deal 3 damage to the Collector and confuse him. And he's at 2, and so at this point we will... We're at 8 here on the main. Goes to 10. We will swing at the Collector with Nick to flip him. No, actually we're not, because we have Nick to block this round. And so we will instead thwart 2, thwart 4. Or take out the Psionic Ghost. We'll thwart 4. Thwart 2 and 2. How much Aeon's End do you own? Looks like there are a lot of boxes out there. There are. I own 1 box. And the nice thing about Aeon's End is you don't have to own everything. All of the normal standard size boxes are basically core kits, and so you can play them all out of the box. So I have Outcast, which I believe is the newest expansion. I've also heard really good things about like the Legacy expansions, or not the Legacy, but the campaign expansions, which are like the really big boxes. But everything is super like modular. So you got the original, New Age, Outcast, and Legacy of Gravehold. And back past, I did back past and future. I just have Outcast. I just have Outcast. It's really good. It's a really, really good game. We're ready. Lightspeed Flight, Mockingbird, Moon Girl, Strength, Surveillance Team. So 2 goes here. Collector is going to attack for 3. Nick will step in and take it. 3 plus 0. So Nick dies. Sonic Ghost is going to hit us for 2. And then we will resolve the Philosopher's Stone. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme may draw 2 cards. So that's 5. Okay, so I definitely should have taken 2 off of Crystal Ball, not There's No Escape. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So let's do... I'll thwart to remove Confuse. You guys didn't have to talk it up that much. I was already tempted to buy it. So like Maurice may have a better idea of where to start. Like Maurice, do you have a suggestion on like a box to start out with? Because this one seems really good. Free of charge. I love it. This one seems really good as a starting out box. The Outcast, but they're probably the original or the New Age, and you just start it out and try it. I mean, probably the original you can find pretty cheap at this point, and you don't have to buy everything. Although I know that is probably fairly tempting. Okay, so Agent 13 will thwart 2 off of the Philosopher's Stone, and then we will Supernova Helmet, Lightspeed Flight to take care of this. So I get to draw 2 cards. So it's a Lightspeed Flight and a Sky Destroyer. There it is. Nice. Okay. Okay, so we are going to toss a surveillance team, a lightspeed flight, and a mockingbird to play Moon Girl. When Moon Girl enters play, we draw one card for each mental, and we spent 2 mentals on her, so we get to draw 2 cards. So Pot Shot and a Yacht and Roll. I was hoping that I was going to be able to figure out a way to take care of Crystal Ball, but that's not going to be the case. So let's go ahead and Strength and Sky Destroyer to play, or Strength and Yacht and Roll to play Sky Destroyer. Moon Girl will eat Psionic. Actually, she'll hit Crystal Ball. I think. Yeah, she'll hit Crystal Ball because I got a Pot Shot. Then I'm going to flip down. We'll stand up. Draw 6. Field Agent. Nice. Okay. Lightspeed Flight. Nice. Dum Dum. 2, 4. Calculate the Odds. And Homeland. The original teaches you the foundational system, and New Age teaches you the foundations plus a couple of new mechanics introduced in those iterations. Okay, Maurice, I'm headed over to play it. Wait up. It's arguably the best tutorial system I've ever seen in a board game. Awesome. Aeon's End will always be on my list, but I think Dice Throne stuff may be next other than those dang LCGs. Yeah, I don't know. Aeon's End you can play by yourself. Like, you can play like a solo version. Dice Throne, I don't think you can. Dice Throne Adventures you may be able to. I'm not quite sure. But that'd be something to look at as well. If you have a partner to play, then I think Dice Throne is awesome to grab. Okay. Wait, this is at... So instead of taking 2 off of Crystal Ball, I'm going to take 2 off of there. So that's at 6. It's going to put me at 10. I want to do that. I think I have to. Yeah, okay. So this comes in with 2 confused. And 2 more on here puts us at 10. And our bad card is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support I control. We're going to discard Supernova Helmet. Do I have a wild? I do have a wild. Excellent. Okay, so on my turn, we will calculate the odds, put Supernova Helmet back into play. That was lucky. Moon Girl needs to have 2 consequentials. I'm at 3 health. We are probably... Let's heal 3. We'll flip up. We'll toss a Dum Dum for a Field Agent. Sky Destroyer will trigger, and we're going to hit the Collector for 2. Oh, yeah, and the Collector... Oh, nice, nice, nice. Forgot that Collector was at 2. Okay, so that flips. That removes 3 from here. Nice. At 6 health. You can play solo Dice Throne Adventures. This is a dungeon crawl. Okay, nice. That's cool. Dice Throne Adventures came with some characters. Apparently it doesn't. I'll have to get a set of characters to play through Adventures. It's expensive. It is expensive. Adventures just got introduced solo play. Sadly, no characters. That's kind of a bummer. That's really sad. Okay, so I'm going to play Homeland Intervention. We're going to exhaust to remove 4 threat, so that leaves this at 2. We will Supernova Helmet the Lightspeed Flight to take care of this. And then this goes away. And I deal 2 damage to me. Okay, so now we'll stand up. Gotta unleash the Nova Force. Field Agent. Connection to the World Mind. 3. Field Agent. And Power of Justice. Okay. It makes sense though, they've already released around 14 to 16 characters, then released 8 Marvel characters. Adventures was just adding a solo version to the game for people that have already invested in the other characters. Okay, that's kind of cool though. Okay, so starting out, we're going to place 2 here on the main. Collector is going to swing at us for 0 plus a boost. We will take it to the face. We have 4 health. I don't like that. 0 boost. Love that. Cyanide Ghost is going to hit us for 2. Which we will take. Bad card is going to be an advance. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we're at 9. It's going to be 0. Huge. 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 Oh my goodness. Okay. Collector flips. He goes back up to 8. Oh my goodness. Oh. That was incredible. So let's got 2 cards here. We are going to I'm gonna toss a we're gonna Supernova Helmet to play Unleash the Nova Force. I'm going to we're gonna take first we're going to Moon Girl and Agent 13 to take 4 off of here. Moon Girl dies, gets shuffled back in really soon. And Agent 13 is taking or actually I'm going to exhaust Field Agent to prevent that consequential. Oh, ooh, actually, okay, hold on. I'm remembering how to play. Field Agent's I'm gonna come in with Field Agent first. So Field Agent's gonna come in with 3 backup counters. We're gonna exhaust Sky Destroyer to deal 2 damage to the Collector. Now we're going to attack with Field Agent. We're gonna ready Sky Destroyer, prevent the consequential. Okay. Now I'm going to thwart 1 here, Crystal Ball. So the player who defeated the scheme may play a card from their hand, reducing its cost by 3. That's victory over there. This goes away. So that is a when defeated effect. So we're gonna pot shot. We're gonna pot shot the Cyanide Ghost. So that was a little inefficient, but that's fine. So we do get to draw 2 cards and ready once, which will give us a card here. You need a bigger table as well. Nice. Okay, so I got a surveillance team, and by any means, villain's at 6. I guess we will Power of Justice for a surveillance team. Comes in with 3 Snoop counters on it. We'll Sky Destroyer to hit the Collector for 2, taking him down to 4. We're at 9 here on the main. I don't like that. We're gonna go crazy. Okay, so let's surveillance team to remove one here. Then we're gonna play by any means. So place 2 threat on the main scheme. Deal 3 damage to the villain. And draw 1 card. So it's a pot shot. Okay. Then we will swing and kill the collector, which will ready Supernova Helmet. Collector flips. We remove 3. From there, we get to ready Nova and draw a card. Just Homeland Intervention. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, everything's exhausted. Ooh, actually I can. If I deal myself another encounter card, why not, right? Nothing else has worked, so let's try it. So let's deal myself an encounter card. Remove 5. And then we will Homeland. Exhaust this field agent to remove the last 2. So we get the Milano. We got so many ships now. Milano, this comes in with 11 out of 15. And I defeated the scheme, so I get to draw a card, which is a Moon Girl. You know what they say. Moon Girl goes Moon Girl. So we'll connection to World Mind. That's 3 mental resources, so we'll get to draw a Yaw and Roll, a Lightspeed Flight, and a Dum Dum. Ooh. Cannot pay for Dum Dum yet. But the fleet! The fleet! You see advertisements everywhere for gaming tables, $200 off, but still $2,800. Oh boy, you should jump on that deal. Yeah, right? So Moon Girl coming in hot, hot, hot. So we got 11. I don't think we can do anything. We'll take 2 off of here. So that's going to leave 11 to 2. We're at 9. Math is getting hard for me. There's 9. Moon Girl takes 2 consequentials. We will thwart 1 off of the main, which will ready Supernova Helmet. We will toss a pot shot for a Yaw and Roll to remove 3. And then we will Supernova Helmet for a Lightspeed Flight to remove 3 more. So that's down to 2. Got Dum Dum in my hand. I'm at 2 health, which I don't like it. I don't like that at all. I have 2 encounter cards coming in. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to flip down. We'll ready up. Okay. The last one has 8 on it when I flip. So it's like, that actually may be doable. Depending on what happens. Can you imagine financing a gaming table? Yeah, right? We're going to hang on to Dum Dum. Doom Doom, Dum Dum. We'll draw up to 6. So we got Quake, Surveillance Team, Strength, there's 2, 4, Force Field Projection, and Unleash the Nova Force. It's another Unleash the Nova Force, which probably is a good call. Depending on what... Collector's going to scheme for 0 plus deal 1 damage to each character you control. That's so sad. Moon Girl dies. But no more onto the main, which is nice. We got 3 encounter cards. First is Servant Bot. Shadows of the Past, and then ooh, actually Servant Bot gets the Bandoleer's Blazer because Collector's at 0. Actually, Shadows of the Past comes out first. But so this is Warbringer, bring the war. Each player discards a card with a they control with a printed wild resource. I have none. So that comes in with 2. Warbringer comes in. I'm still going to attach this to these. I guess I get to make a choice here. We'll go with Servant Bot. We'll attach it to the Servant Bot. And then these all get shuffled in. Okay. Okay, so on my turn, I need to look at this. This flips. So we have to take care of the Servant Bot, which we can do with Sky Destroyer and Sam. So if we do that, we definitely want to be... Okay. Do we get Dum Dum out there? Okay. This will be interesting. This will be interesting to say the least. I think I'm not going to heal. So Nova's going to flip up. We will exhaust Supernova Helmet to play Unleash the Nova Force. We will... Villain's at 1. So first, let's... Well, you have to take care of the Servant Bot first. Okay. So I think that's going to be Dum Dum. So we're going to go... Strength, Milano. Force Field is 4. And Quake. No. Surveillance Team will be 5. So Dum Dum comes into play. Dum Dum comes into play. We'll Sky Destroyer and hit the Servant Bot for 2. And he gets it ready. Okay. Nova will swing and kill the Servant Bot, which will allow Supernova Helmet, Nova to ready and draw a card, which is Jesse Alexander, which does not help. We will have Nova swing at the Collector. No, not yet. Sorry. We will have Agent 13 thwart. We're going to exhaust this field agent to remove 1 to prevent that consequential. So thwart 2 off of the main. And then we get to ready Sky Destroyer. Nova will thwart this last one off of the main. So when revealed, flip Library a Labyrinth. Place 1 acceleration token on the main scheme. Shuffle the remaining cards from the set aside ship command. So this is Force Interrupt. When the villain phase begins, we do stuff. Okay, so this comes in with 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I took the last one, so I get to ready and draw a card, which is the Power of Justice. Okay. I think we have it, y'all. I think we actually have it. So Nova will swing and hit the Collector, which will take this down 3. Draw a card and ready Nova. Lightspeed Flight, we definitely have it. Will Power of Justice to Lightspeed Flight to remove 3, and then Dum Dum will thwart 3. There you go. Wow, that was crazy. Just throw shadows in the wrong discard pile, brother. Yeah, thank you. I was trying to get it out of there, but oh, just throw shadows in the past. Thank you for the stream. Good night. Good night. Happy to have you. Last stage, the Diamond's Edge. I'm actually gonna flip and heal first. So I'm at 5, and then Dum Dum's gonna thwart on the end. Oh, that was without cap. We did it. It only took us like 900 tries. It only took us like I actually think it was probably around like 10 to 15. Wow, I am so glad that we ran that last one. Whew. Wow, that was exciting. That was exciting. Thank you all for hanging out. Whew. Oh my goodness, now we just have Nebula, and that's just gonna be awful. They're all just gonna be awful. Oh, nice, cool. Okay, well there you go. That's collector 2, first try. Reminds me of, you're giving me more faith in Nova. Is so good. Nova can be incredibly good. Take that, collector. Now you know how it feels to be rushed on. Yeah, right. Oh, whew. Wow. Okay, that was exciting. Whew. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. That was fun. Thank you all for hanging out. If you have not, go ahead and join the Living Card Game Discord. The notification from Nightbot just popped up, but invite you to join. We do a lot of fun stuff. We just posted a new Lord of the Rings monthly challenge, and so we're doing monthly challenges for all 3 of the LCGs. I hope to see you all there. But I love that card. Throw at the end. Yeah, toss them. That's tomorrow's problem. But wow. Whew. Okay, sweet. So coming up, we have Wednesday evening. I'm starting out the next Hobbit box for Lord of the Rings. So I don't know what that is called, but we're doing the Hobbit box next. And Gambit confirmed with the card toss. I love that. That's amazing. Yep, so Lord of the Rings on Wednesday, and then Friday during the day, actually at 1 p.m, I'm doing the unboxing and deck building for the Carcosa cycle for Arkham Horror. So that's kind of the upcoming streams for the week. Thank you all for hanging out. It means a ton. Talk to you on the Discord. Get some good night's sleep. Peace.